hairy skin, longitudinal section, H&E staining. The specimen is a longitudinal section of the hairy skin stained with hematoxylin and eosin. The skin is composed of two interconnected tissue, epithelial and connective tissue. It covers almost the entire body, and its primary role is to protect against harmful external factors, such as mechanical injuries. Due to the presence of additional structures, such as glands and hair, the skin is also involved in thermoregulation, maintaining water electrolyte and protein balance, as well as in immune processes. The skin consists of 3 layers: the outermost epidermis, the underlying dermis, and the innermost subcutaneous tissue. Hairy skin has a relatively thin epidermis. As in the case of hairless skin, the epidermis is formed by stratified, keratinizing squamous epithelium. Under the epidermis, there is a layer of dermis, which forms a tight connection with the epidermis, additionally strengthened by the epidermal projections into the dermis, the so-called epidermal icicles, and dermal papillae. Histologically, the dermis is a typical connective tissue proper, rich in cells, collagen and elastic fibers, as well as blood vessels and multiple nerve fibers in the form of nerve trunks and tactile corpuscles. It contains skin appendages such as hair, sebaceous glands, and sweat glands. The hair is made of a hair shaft enveloped in inner and outer sheaths, and additionally surrounded with a thin layer of dermis, called the hair follicle. Sebaceous glands are attached to each hair follicle, releasing the sebum directly into the root sheath. These glands have a berry-like lobular shape. The inside of the gland is filled with lipid-storing cells, which undergo apoptosis and become the secretion of the gland. Peripheral stem cells enable the regeneration of the gland. The bottom of the gland is surrounded by smooth muscle tissue, which gives rise to the erector pili muscle, whose contraction enables sebum secretion. There are clusters of sweat glands between the hairs, which are formed as a result of epithelial invagination. They are single tubule-structured glands with a coiled secretory unit. Their straight, long secretory duct also open into the hair follicle. The subcutaneous tissue, which is rich in adipocytes, bands of connective tissue, as well as blood vessels and nerves, is the innermost layer of the skin.